Okay, and welcome everybody. This is Lancers baseball here on a Saturday afternoon. We've already gotten started with this one, and it's Gordon Ingebritson on the mound for the Lancers, facing off against J.C. Garza, second baseman for Chaffey. It's a 0-2 count currently. Ingebritson at the stretch with the pitch. That is up and away. That's going to be ball one. 1-2 is the count here. Just a little brush up on Ingebritson, being that we got a little bit of a tardy start here. It's gonna be pretty much nothing straight. Comes from the side, and he'll be able to shape the breaking ball with a tighter spin and a loopier spin. And here's the 1-2 pitch, and the count is now even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have a really good day to play baseball here. Ingebritson trying to find his touch, but when he is on, he is very control-lated, pitches to contact, has a whip of just over 1 in 43 2/3 innings. And the payoff pitch, and that is strike 3, swinging on the outside corner to get Garza. That's the first out of the inning here. And just a little bit, this is supposed to be the rubber match of this 3-game series, although the second game during the week was rained out due to wet conditions. And now coming up for Chaffey will be Sergio Ramirez, outfielder out of Glendora, so this is a bit of a homecoming. The right-handed hitter steps in. Ingebritson gets his sign. And here's the pitch. Fastball, little up. That'll be called a ball. Here we go with the steady going. Comes to the set. And the pitch drops down even further for a strike, swinging. Now Ingebritson will do that every so often. He'll go from 3/4 to sidearm. Very effective. Has an ERA of 2.89 on the season. Has only given up 1 home run and is averaging 7 Ks per 9 innings. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that is in there on the inside corner lower portion. Strike 2, 1-2 count here. As the viewers will notice, Ingebritson does not go through a traditional windup, more of a come set in the stretch and goes from there. And here's the payoff pitch, 1-2 count. And he spins it in there, breaking ball for strike 3, swinging again. That's 2 strikeouts and 2 hitters. And coming up for Chaffey, trying to make something happen here in the first inning, is number 23, Jacob Martin, first baseman, who's playing for Eddie Peachman, who's generally the Chaffey slugger, but according to some of the coaching staff, you got to change things up sometimes. So the left-handed hitter steps in against Ingebritson. Ingebritson comes sets. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 on the inner half. Is really got a good command going on in the lower portion of the strike zone. Sets for second pitch of the at-bat. Comes through, drops down further. It's a ground ball to second. Gathered by Scannell. Throws over to number 15, Kobe Sim. Actually, correction. That is Vic Zepeda, had the wrong lineup there. And that is 3 outs. Real, efficient, easy inning for Ingebritson. And coming up to lead it off for the Lancers in their half of the lineup will be one of the state's top hitters, Gabriel Arellano, the center fielder out of Monrovia. That was a real efficient, quick inning from Gordon Ingebritson. And again, as has been put out there, he is the ace of this Lancer staff. Very efficient. 34 strikeouts to 7 walks over 43 2/3 innings on the season. 3-1 record with a save in his last outing, which was against Chaffey. And as far as over the season goes, both Chaffey and PCC are 5-4 in conference, and they are in second place in the South Coast Conference Northern Division, trailing Mount San Antonio College, which Lancers will face off with later on in the schedule. On the hill for Chaffey is going to be 5'10" right-hander out of Pomona, Elias Hadegi. And for Hadegi, this is his normal portion in the rotation. And the young right-hander comes in with a record of 4-1, 32 innings pitched, 29 strikeouts to 11 walks, averaging 8.16 strikeouts per 9 innings. No home runs given up with an ERA of 1.13. So for those of you tuning in, you are in store for what should be a pitching duel, but not if the Lancers hitters have anything to say about it. And we are about to get started with the bottom half of the first inning here. And it will be center fielder Gabriel Arellano, hitting well over 400 for the season, coming off of having his 19-game hitting streak snapped. Looking to start a brand new one here. Hodge with the pitch. First pitch swinging is Arellano. Ground ball to first base. Takes it himself. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the first. If that's any indication, the Lancers look to be pretty aggressive at the plate today. Coming up now for the Lancers is catcher Cole Pillar. Redshirt sophomore at a Flint Ridge Prep. Left-handed swinger. Hodge likes to work quick. Fastball up and away. 1 ball, no strikes here in the early going at Brookside Park on Jackie Robinson Field. And here it comes. Fastball down in the inside portion. 1-1 count. Outfielder shifting for Chaffey, playing him to go the opposite field. And that is fouled off to the right side, so the adjustment was proper. Chaffey's coached by Michael Cordero, former recruiting coordinator for Santa Barbara City College, as well as other stops in his 13-year coaching career. And again, Hodge at the bump, ready and rolling to go. Does not waste much time. Another fastball up and away to Pillar. Open stance, left-handed hitter. Looking to do something here, manage the count. And he steps back in. Hodge wasting no time. Here comes the pitch. Another fastball spanked right back up the middle between the second baseman and the shortstop to center field. And that's going to be a single for Pillar, who opens up the docket for the Lancers. Looking to move him on will be number 22, Marco Martinez, playing third base today from Maranatha High School here in Pasadena. The right-handed hitter comes into this game with a batting average of .356, 15 walks and 19 strikeouts. Looking to move Pillar over. First pitch in there, a little bit of a cutter for a strike. Hodge gets quite a bit out of his slender frame, straight up and down. 0-1 pitch coming to Martinez. And that hits him off the helmet. It's got to be a little dazing ring in the bell there. And the umpire holds him up, wants to slow him down, make sure he's able to take his base. And that'll give an opportunity for Coach Pat McGee to come check out his third baseman. Was a glancing blow off the top of the helmet, but you never can be too careful these days. Seems pretty sturdy, pretty responsive. Checking his motor skills. It looks as a precaution, Martinez may have to come out of this one. That is unfortunate. But again, there's no surprise for the two fastballs thrown to Pillar, a left-handed hitter. Both of those fastballs were up and away in the right-hand hitter's batter's box. So you got a right-handed hitter in there with a pitcher whose stuff is tailing up and away. That is a recipe for disaster. And after extensive look by the trainer, Martinez gets the okay, and he will take his base at first. Again, it was a glancing blow, but You want to do everything you can to make sure the players are okay. Now coming up for the Lancers, we have Edward Manzo out of Pete King Palmdale. 5'9" right-handed hitter steps in with an opportunity to drive some runs in. One out here in the bottom of the first. Hodge from the stretch. And the pitch. Low and inside, ball one. Coach Pat McGee giving his hitter some words of encouragement. Manzo comes in to this one with an average of .333 and a big opening on the right side of the infield. Second baseman Garza is holding Pilar on real close, wide open space on the right side of the field. But we'll see if Manzo can take advantage of the positioning. That is, of course, if Hadege gives him something to hit. In the stretch, Hadege with the pitch coming. And that is inside, a little low, but it does seem to catch the strike zone, evening up the count 1-1. Make that 2-1, my apologies. Hadege with runners at first and second. Manzo at the plate. To be followed. We shall see. Another inside fastball for a ball. 3-1 count. Manzo has worked this count into a hitter's favor. See if he can take advantage of either loading the bases or driving in some runs. Although positioning of Chaffey would generally take them out of a double play if he can hit it to the right side. Hadege's get the ones he liked. And here's the pitch. And swings at a pitch a little bit up. That was probably ball four, but you never can be too sure. If you get the one you want, you got to take your hacks. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on in the bottom of the first. Lancers trying to get on the board early. And the pitch is up and away. Tried to get a little creative there with the curveball and missed up high, loading the bases. For number 15, Vic Zepeda, a San Dimas right-handed hitter, comes into this contest hitting .313 with 18 RBIs on the season with .373 slugging. Has a real opportunity right here. Elias Hadege has found it a little bit difficult to find the strike zone in each hitter except for Arellano. And what we have here is the 6-foot, 195-pound freshman out of San Dimas looking to do some damage. Takes the ball inside for ball one. Good sign from the young freshman, showing some patience, not wanting to jump on that first opportunity. First baseman awaits the second pitch of the at-bat. Hadege has become a little bit deliberate, not as rushed as he was in the first couple of hitters. And puts it right down the pipe there. First pitch, first strike of the at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bases loaded in the bottom of the first. This is a huge opportunity for the Lancers, coming off a win in their last outing against Chaffey, which brought them up to a tie for second. And that one clips Zepeda. As a hit by pitch brings in the first run of the game. Pilar scores on a hit by pitch. That is the second hitter that Hadege has struck today. And now we have the first mound visit of the game, done by assistant coach Mike Lonsdale, who started his collegiate coaching career in 2014 at Cal State Monterey Bay, and does quite a good job as the lieutenant here for Chaffey. quick visit, more of a composure than instruction. So we'll see if it benefits Hadagi in this one. Coming up for the Lancers is number 2 right fielder Shane Ogata. Ogata comes into the contest with a batting average of 175, but does bring quite a bit of speed. So we'll see if he can get this one into play. Again, shifted to pull. Big hole on the right side. First base creeping in. First pitch ball on the outside corner. And again, Hadagi's hat falls off. We are here with a huge opportunity for the Lancers to jump out to an early lead, even larger than the 1-0 that they already have here from the hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Bases loaded, the bases remain loaded, and Ogata with a chance to blow it wide open. Takes the pitch out on the outside corner for a strike, and again, the hat falls off. Not sure, maybe an indication of balance issue. But Shane being patient. The right fielder sees what he has the opportunity to do, takes a look at the bases, takes a pitch up, and just nowhere near the strike zone. 2 balls, 1 strike with an opportunity here. With Hadagi's lack of control in this first inning, it may be to the Lancers' benefit to be a little bit more patient here with the bases loaded. Here at Jackie Robinson Field, it's 345 down the corners, with 364 to straightaway center. Wind blowing out, ground ball to third base, scooped up, going home, and they'll have to settle for 1 as Martinez is gunned down at the plate by the third baseman, number 15. Actually, pardon me, number 5, Ryan Whithorn. Made the conservative play, got him at home, and the catcher did not want to risk the throw to first for the double play, as Ogata does have tremendous speed down the line. And now Pat McGee, Coach Pat, is going to the umpire to discuss something here. Looks like we had a late change in the lineup, as it is number 1, Johnny Cedeno, striding to the plate. This was originally the spot for Garrett Viasek, who is no longer in the game. So that is number 1, Johnny Cedeno, out of Temple City, the new DH for the Lancers. So the diminutive lefty steps up with an opportunity here. And that is another ball out there. 2-0 count. And Johnny Cedeno comes in with a batting average of .455 in limited action. Looking very confident here. Close stance. Bat raised high. And again, Chaffey still has that wide open shift on the right side of the field if he can pull a ball. But it is now 3-0. As Hadagi is in danger of walking in yet another run with the bases loaded. 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Bases are still loaded. Lancers lead 2-0. Hadagi becoming more and more deliberate. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike on the upper part of the zone. Spun it in there, 3-1 count. Was not a very good pitch to hit, so good on Cedeno for holding off on that. Still has the advantage here. 3-1 is the count. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Bases are loaded. And the pitch. And Hadagi and Cedeno have run this count full. So right here is going to be a huge pitch in this early going of the game. Full count, bases full, payoff pitch. Here it comes. And Cedeno holds up on the fastball up and away. And another run has come trotting in for the Lancers. That was a tremendous act of discipline there by Johnny Cedeno. Now stepping to the plate is number 5, Jake Sanchez out of Alhambra. Looking to really blow things open here. This might be a perfect pitch to jump on, as Hadagi is really going to want to start off 1-0. And he paints it on the outside. Good for him. 1 strike, no balls. Bases are still loaded as the Lancers lead 3-0. The shortstop for the Lancers is hitting .211 on the season. Looking to see if he can do something here. Wind blowing in. And that is another strike low in the zone. Count has run 0-2 as Sanchez is in the hole. Yet to swing the bat. Right here would be a good opportunity for Hadagi to throw that curveball that he hasn't been able to get over. Let's see what he chooses to do. Catcher sets up on the inside. And it's a dribbler. Hadagi has to field his own position. And a little bit of a rough out, but Hadagi does get it done. Stumbled and bumbled a little bit, but had plenty of time to get it to first and even bounce that throw. So Chaffey dodges a major bullet as the Lancers come away with 3 in the first. Could have had more, but that is definitely a way you want to start this game here. And after 1, it's 3-0. Make that 2-0 for the Lancers as Ingebritson comes out for his 2nd inning. And again, I cannot stress how nice of a day it is out here. This is definitely baseball weather in the early going. Light breeze going left to right. Sun, some clouds. You can't ask for better temps.
Is it 2-0?
Yeah. All right, and after getting hit in the head, Marco Martinez is still in the game and manning 3rd base. So Lancers do dodge a bullet there. And coming up for Chaffey, the Panthers, it'll be Andy Otterson, right-handed hitter out of Menifee, Paloma Valley. And the young man is swinging it at .364 on the season, .462 on base, and a .386 slugging. And here we go with the top of the 2nd. Ingebritson having faced the minimum so far. Slings it up, low and inside, ball 1. Ingebritson comes set, and here's the pitch. Oh, Pilar couldn't hold on to that one. I imagine if he did, that would be strike 1 of the count. 2-0, the early going. After getting a couple runs in the first, you do not want to start off with a walk. Which is not something Ingebritson normally does. Very good control pitcher. And that's more like it. Strike in the upper zone. And we have a 2-1 count. Outfield playing straight away. Infield shifted just to the left side. And first baseman's playing well off the line. And they'll play it right. Bounce to Martinez. Martinez swings it over to Zepeda. And plenty of time to get the runner. Can of corn, as they usually say. And now coming up for Chaffey, right-handed hitter, number 34. That's going to be Bradley Chesterton, the catcher out of Riverside. And King on the season is hitting a robust and hits quickly down to the shortstop Sanchez. Sanchez with a throw to Zepeda at first, and that is easy pickings. Ingebritson working quickly, getting 2 outs real quick in the second inning. Looking to extend the inning for the Panthers will be Cameron White, left-handed hitter, 6'3" freshman out of Chino. Ingebritson putting in easy work at this point in time. Comes set, here's the pitch. White feigns the bunt attempt. And gift wraps a strike. 0-1 count here. 2 outs in the top of the second. Ingebritson comes set. And the pitch. Swung on field to your position, young man. Ingebritson with the comebacker. Slings it over to Zepeda, and we have another 1-2-3 inning as Ingebritson through 2 has faced the minimum. The Lancers go back to swinging the sticks. And for J.V. Hodeggy is the first back out on the field, looking to get back into it after surviving of what could have been a disastrous first inning. Escaping with only 2 runs given up on 2 hits batsman and a walk. And even in his warm-up tosses, Hodeggy is still a little up and in on the right-handed hitter's box. Leading it off for the Lancers in the bottom half of the second will be Andrew Scannell. And then you'll recycle the lineup. Back in the top. And Hodeggy's just completing his warm-up pitches here. Throw down to second coming. And well done. All right, Scannell quickly up to the plate here. Freshman out of Arcadia, playing second base today, takes the first pitch low and inside. And someone get the young man a chin strap as the hat keeps falling off. Second pitch coming. All right, quick 2 strikes for Hodeggy. Definitely off to a better start in the second here. And the old announcer's curse as Hodeggy throws a 58-footer. Choke that breaking ball a little bit, way too much there. You got to shape it, you can't force it. 1-2 count to Scannell. Here's the pitch. Inside called, strike 3. Scannell thought that was inside, and how the first inning went, you figure the umpire would not have given him the benefit of the doubt, but he's got a better vantage view than we do. So quickly stepping up to the plate is Gabriel Arellano, coming off a 19-game hitting streak, looking to start a new one. And that fastball is low, ball 1. Arellano, the center fielder here, comes in with 22 RBIs, OP on-base percentage of .444 and a slugging of .495. 8 doubles, no home runs, along with 22 RBIs. In addition, is 2 for 3 on stolen bases. And that pitch is on the inside portion, but called for strike 1. 1-1 count here. Arellano already taken 3 times as many pitches as he did in his first at bat. Oh, spinner on the inside for a ball. In the early going here, Hodeggy's breaking ball has not really had the bite that he expects. Ooh, check swing by Arellano to second. On the run with a nice play is Garza. J.C. Garza with the running flick to first. And Arellano's 0 for 2 on the day. Coming to the plate is the first person to score in this game, Cole Pilar, catcher, redshirt sophomore. Steps to the plate, walked in his first at bat. And Hodge back to work and quickly. First pitch is a ball. And here we go. That pitch is low but called a strike. Evening up the count here. Chesterton calling his own game for Hodge here. Payoff pitch. Popped up and to the left side. That'll be out of play. Nottingham up at 2-2. Chaffey does have Pilar defended to go the opposite way. If he can get a hold of one and pull it down that right field line, he could be running for a while. And a straightaway center field. This one is poked. A little bit of trouble with the sky, but the center fielder comes down with it. And that'll do it for 2 here at Robinson Field. After 2 innings, 2-0, Lancers lead the Panthers in this Saturday afternoon affair.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This
With the adjustment, Martinez comes in a little bit on the corner. Rodriguez on the season is hitting .381. It's a fastball on the outside for ball 2, 2-1 count. Very calm and very composed Ingebritson is out there on the hill. Doesn't look to be rattled by much. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Slurve type of breaking ball there. Shaped it to be a little bit of a looper and runs the count 3-1. He does have both varieties of breaking ball, a sharp cutter and the looper. 3-1 count. Nubber to Martinez at third, comes in. Quick throw to Zepeda, who digs it out of the dirt, holds the base, and apparently did not, as the runner is called safe. Looked to be a good pick over there, but the Chaffey Panthers have their first runner of the game. Now coming to the plate for the Panthers, we have Ryan Whithorn, 6'2" sophomore out of Claremont. Getting the sign from the dugout. Good lead at first. Ingebritson with the pitch. In there for strike one as Zepeda was charging off of first. Martinez in on the grass at third. And they have left and center playing him straight away. Right field playing a little bit closer to the line. Playing him to go the opposite way. Rodriguez extends his lead at first. Throw over by Ingebritson. Almost got him there. As Rodriguez is forced to dive back. Good move by Ingebritson there. And a timeout call by Rodriguez to tie his shoe. Again, that was a pretty good pickoff move, although I believe he does have a little bit quicker move in him. Being his first time throwing to first in this game, you don't want to show what you got too early. Whithorn back in the box, ready to hit here. Ingebritson checks the runner. Comes set. And the pitch. Dribbled to Ingebritson, goes to second for one. Hard slide into second, prevents the throw to first. So they'll have to take one fielder's choice over for Whithorn as he replaces Rodriguez at first. Good job by Jake Sanchez staying in there to get the first out. Coming to play for Chaffey now is Zach Lucky, shortstop, out of Omaha, Nebraska by way of Creighton Prep. Lucky hitting a 155 on the season with 12 walks, 6 Ks, and swings at the first pitch well over the head of Ingebritson. Martinez comes in with a quick throw to Zepeda. Nobody's covering third, and Whithorn will make it there easily. As 3 players went for the ball, and nobody covered third. Unfortunate set of circumstances, but there are 2 outs in the inning. And Garza comes to the plate, the leadoff hitter for the Panthers. The runner on third, 2 outs. Ingebritson taking a stroll around the mound, getting himself composed. He did have to chase after that one. Now he steps to the bump. Whithorn not straying too far from third. First pitch is in there for a strike on the upper half. Good opportunity for Ingebritson to bear down here. Can he keep the Panthers score blank? Ingebritson comes set. And the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Well-shaped breaking ball on that one. Runs the count to 2 strikes. But can he put Garza away? Strand that runner at third. And get the Lancers up here to hit. Pilar with the sign. Ingebritson gets it. And he comes set. Deep breath. The pitch. And it appears that Garza has checked his swing. And runs the count to 1-2. Ingebritson tried to climb the ladder and almost got Garza to bite. It's definitely something to be thinking about in the head of Garza here. Ingebritson comes set. Payoff pitch. Off speed. Towering fly ball. And Arellano comes on for the fly ball put out. That ends it. Strands the runner at third. And Lancers coming up. And it will be the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Lancers. And again, you got to admire it. Hadagi is the first Panther on the field. And this kid cannot wait to get out there and pitch. It'll be Marco Martinez, third baseman, leading off for the Lancers. Hit by pitch in the last at bat. Gotta wonder how the Panthers will respond after stranding a runner at third in what's been their only opportunity so far in this game. Chesterton with another strong throw down to second. At some point, the Lancers will have runners on the base pass that could probably test that arm. But until then, Martinez is the hitter. And here we go. Bottom of the third. Fastball in the dirt starts it. 1 ball, no strikes. Martinez has had plenty to do at third today so far. See what he can do with the bat. And that is low and inside, ball number 2. And runs the count to 3-0. Martinez looking down, seeing if he gets the green light from the coach. Marco Martinez with an opportunity here to get it started. And that is ball 4, 4 straight. And Martinez is the first runner here in the third. Coming up, we have Edward Manzo out of Pete Knight High School in Palmdale. And the first pitch to Manzo is right down the center of the plate. 1 strike on the count. And the left fielder stands back in. Martinez with a respectable lead at first, and it gets the attention of Hadagi. Throws over. Not his best move, but a move. And again, the Panthers are playing Manzo to pull. Garza, the second baseman, is almost over the base, and the right fielder is way off the line. And that is driven to the shortstop, over to second, and over to first. 6-4-3 double play for the Panthers. This is definitely what Hadagi needed to start this inning off. After walking Martinez on 4 pitches, he gets Manzo to hit to the double play. And now for the Lancers, we have Vic Zepeda, the first baseman, with nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. First pitch pumped in there for a strike. And in the spirit of solidarity, women's softball in the 5th leads Bakersfield 2-1. Zepeda fakes the bunt, and that'll be another ball. Lancers have made the road trip out to Bakersfield. Back to this one here. And that's another ball. 3-1 count. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Lancers carrying a 2-0 lead over the Panthers. Hadagi comes set. And here's the pitch. Nubber down to third. Whithorn with the throw, and it's going to be called a foul ball. Umpire was a little late on that call, but made the call nonetheless. Chesterton, the catcher was already 1 foot into the dugout by the time that call came out. But Vic Zepeda gets a reprieve. 2-2 count here. And a chance to do it all over again. How to get a slender right-hander with the pitch. And that one's poked to the right side. Garza's going to have to hurry. And he makes the easy play, getting Zepeda 4-3 on the ground out. And after 3, it's still 2-0 Pasadena City over Chaffey. As we head into the 4th inning, Gordon Ingebritson still on the mound, having faced only 1 over the limit. And really shown no signs of ever being in danger, despite having stranded a runner at third. At no point did he look shaken. Living up to every description as the ace. Well, I'm sure if you ask him, he's just one of the pitchers in the rotation. Yeah, we're just about ready to go here. Final warm-up toss from Ingebritson. Pilar double pumps on the throwdown, but still gets a nice throw. As the sun begins to poke out of the clouds here, Robinson Field, just a stone's throw away from the Rose Bowl. Plenty going on down here. Had an Arbor Day walk bike event. Made things a little tricky getting in here today, but we're here and we're bringing you this game here of Pasadena City Lancers baseball. And here we go with Chaffey. Sergio Ramirez is the hitter. First pitch pumped in there for a strike. That is the 4th consecutive inning that Ingebritson starts off with a strike here. And the quick pitch here. That is in there for strike 2. Dropped down even further below his normal 3/4, which has appeared to trouble Chaffey here. Maybe one of the reasons Eddie Peachman is not in the lineup here. The power hit in first base for Chaffey. And that is 3 strikes. You're out looking as Ingebritson with 3 straight makes quick work of Ramirez. Now coming up to avenge him is Jacob Martin, the first baseman out of Bloomington. 0 for 1 on the day. Lar gets the call from the coaching staff. Ingebritson into set. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and he has found the touch for at least 3 of his pitches today. Wind blowing in from right. And he comes set with the pitch. Swung on and foul tip into the glove of Pilar. And we now have the count of 0-2. Lancers defense reset as they play him straight up. Martinez back in the box, and Ingebritson is ready. Timeout is called. Martin has to clear his eyes. Ingebritson ready to go. Now he has the one he wants. Comes set in, here's the pitch. And that is up and away, ball 1. Count now 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Ingebritson comes set. And the pitch. Fouled off again. Martin hanging in tough. That pitch cutting on the inside portion of the plate. Martin's got a lot to think about here. Ingebritson with the 4-pitch repertoire. Could go to any one of those 4 at this point in time. And he spins it in there just off the outside corner. Umpire did not like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Ingebritson confirms that with the umpire. Outfielder shifts again. Manzo comes off the line just a bit. Ingebritson with the pitch. And Martine swings through that one. Ingebritson pulled the string on it for his 4th strikeout of the game. Score is still 2-0 here in the top of the 4th, 2 outs. And coming up for Chaffey, we have Andy Otterson out of Menifee, Paloma Valley. 0 for 1 on the day. Infield shifts to the left, outfield plays straight away. Ingebritson rears back up and in. And Chaffey's a little riled up over that. It's just a little bit of gamesmanship. Sure, a breaking ball is going to cut right around the waist at some point in this at-bat, setting that first pitch up. Ingebritson comes set, and the pitch. Swung through on the inside portion. Evens it up at 1-1. Cool as a cucumber, as the old-timers would say. Ingebritson is out there. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Real easy. And spins another breaking ball in there for strike 2, 1-2. And now Otterson has to be wondering what is going to be the call. Ingebritson with the pitch. And frames it on the inside corner. Strike 3, number 5 for Ingebritson. And the Lancers coming up to hit in their portion of the 4th, leading this one 2-0 at Robinson Field at Brookside Park here in the beautiful city of Pasadena. And again, it'll be Hodge coming out for Chaffey. No changes yet from anyone to this point. And leading it off for the Lancers portion here, it is going to be Ogata. The 5'9" redshirt sophomore out of Kauai, Hawaii. Weighing it at 150. And the late addition to the lineup will be following him, Johnny Cedeno. And that'll conclude Hodge's warm-up tosses. And here we go. Lancers lead 2-0, 4th inning. Bottom half of the lineup coming up here. And Ogata steps in, the right-handed hitter. Looking to set the table here. Fastball on the lower inside portion of the plate. This has generally been the case with Hodge so far in this one. First pitch strike, and then who knows what. Little pause in the windup there, trying to get a little Johnny Cueto action going. Any little thing to mix things up, mess with the timing of the Lancers hitters. All it appeared to do is mess with his control. And Ogata pulls that one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes will be the count. Ogata was well on that one. And third baseman Whithorn moves over a little bit closer to the line. Garza well over second base. Gaps up the middle and to the right. The infield, outfield plays them straight away. As the count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch coming from Hodge. And it's in there for strike 3. Ogata must have been fooled. And here comes Cedeno. Freshman out of Temple City. And again, a late addition to the lineup. We're expecting Garrett Viasek out of Citrus Valley, Ukaipa to be the DH today, but you know, you can't question the coaching staff. They have a choice to make. First pitch foul straight back by Cedeno, who was on that one. Looking to be a table setter here for the Lancers. Cedeno generally plays the infield, DH in today. And takes that one up and away. Ball one, even in the count at 1-1. One out. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Lancers lead here at Robinson. Hadagi hiding behind the glove, comes out with the pitch now. And reached over by Cedeno. Third baseman Whithorn has it, throws it over to Martin, and just gets Cedeno on the run for the second out of the inning. Mark that 5-3 in your books. And coming up with nobody on is Jake Sanchez out of Alhambra. Looking to extend the fourth inning here for the Lancers. A little slider from Hadagi there. Missed the mark. But probably one of his better breaking ball offerings today. And he's feeling, he goes quick with the next pitch. Evens it up at 1-1. Hadagi's changing it up from quick to slow. This time a little more deliberate. Low. Ball two. 2-1. 2 outs. Nobody on. Sanchez, a hitter, hitting .211 on the season, 4 RBIs and 7 runs scored, but provides more value as a shortstop on the defensive end. That pitch taken inside for strike 2. We are knotted up at 2 for 2 with 2 outs on the inning. And payoff pitch coming. Swung on, hit up the middle. Shortstop has it, flings it over, and that'll do it. Here we go. After 4, 2-0. The Lancers lead the Chaffey Panthers. As we are past the midway point of this one, going into the 5th. What, if anything, can the Panthers lineup do against Gordon Ingebritson? Because they honestly have not done much to this point. Okay, we'll be back after these short break.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid.
Yeah, that is going to be ball 1 there. We have a 1-1 count here in the top of the 5th. Chesterton, the catcher. Ingebritson comes set. And the pitch. Pumps that in there for strike 2 on the count. Chesterton did not like that. But what can you do? The ump has full control of the game here. And looking to put him away, Ingebritson comes set. And the pitch. Low one inside from Ingebritson. Tried to sneak a breaking ball in there. Runs the count to 2-2. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ooh, breaking ball almost caught the plate there. Runs the count full. First full count of the game here for Ingebritson. Chesterton showing some real patience at the plate here. And it's a number down to Martinez. Waits for it, gets it, flings it across the diamond to Zepeda. And that'll be the first out of the inning. 5-3, Martinez to Zepeda. As Martinez is showing no effects of being hit in the head in the first inning. Now stepping to the plate for Chaffey, we have Andy Otterson to face Gordon Ingebritson here in the 5th. One down, nobody on. Spins the first pitch in there for a strike. And Ingebritson's putting on a really good performance here. Never too high, never too low, just steady. Try to go backdoor with that one and missed. Ball 1, 1-1 here, 1 out. As they pick up the pace of work in here. Off-speed pitch yanked foul. Impressive distance, but foul. And the count runs to 1-2 as the outfielders get shifted. Ingebritson gets the one he likes. And the pitch. Up and away, put a little bit extra on that one, missed. 2-2 is the count. Lancers lead 2-0. Top of the 5th, 1 out, nobody on. And Otterson is the hitter. To be followed by Tommy Rodriguez. Ooh, Ingebritson drops down and apparently just misses. Check down to first and no swing. Runs the count to full again. As the zone appears to be getting a little bit tight on Ingebritson. Payoff pitch coming here. And here it comes. And easily played by Ogata out and right. Best swing of the day for the Panthers, but it was right to the right fielder. Well-fought battle, but Ingebritson and the Lancers come out on top on that one. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, and it'll be Tommy Rodriguez out of Ukaipa trying to extend the inning for the Panthers. Outfielders adjust. And Ingebritson's first pitch coming. Ground ball up the middle. Sanchez has it, flings it over to Zepeda, and that'll do it. We are through 5. No runs. Lancers lead by 2 still as they come up to hit here in the bottom of the 5th. Real good composure showed by Ingebritson in that one. Had 2 full counts. Comes back to get Rodriguez relatively quick. Backed by good defense. And the lineup turns over for the Lancers. It'll be Arellano 0 for 2 on the day, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Correction, that'll be Scannell leading it off, to be followed by Arellano. Here in Arroyo Valley. And here we go. Outside of the possible fireworks in the first inning, this has been relatively quiet. And the type of pitchers duel we expected. Scannell steps up, trying to change things here, set the table for the Lancers. And the first pitch. Low for ball one. Scannell out of Arcadia, 6'1", 155, second baseman. The freshman looking to start it off. And takes second pitch in for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Oh, Scannell drops one down the line, and he'll beat it out as Whithorn could not get off a throw. Well played by Scannell. Saw that the third baseman was playing a little bit deep and dropped down a beauty of a bunt. Setting the table for Arellano to break through here. First runner on base since the first inning. Arellano still hitting above 400, but is 0 for 2 today. See what the Lancers leading hitter can do here. Scannell not getting very far off first. Hadagi throws to first. Not his best move, but a move. Gabriel Arellano, 6'1", freshman out of Monrovia, center fielder. And that was the move. It was a little bit better. Scannell still gets back. Relatively easy. Arellano's going to slow it down a little bit, step out of the box, get some instruction. Getting the signs from Coach McGee. Now he's back in the box. Hadagi waiting for him. Comes set. The pitch. Arellano fakes a bunt. Chesterton throws down to first, trying to get Scannell sleeping. Does not. Scannell gets back rather easily. So now with that fake bunt, that's got to put something into the Panthers' defense mind. Another throw to first. With Martin holding Scannell on first, Whithorn has a responsibility to cover quite a bit of territory here in the infield. Hadagi will have to cover the right side. The pitch. Way high. 2-1 is the count. Developing story here. Arellano with the pitch. And it's smashed into the gap of left center. Scannell around second, going for third. Arellano's going to have himself a double, slides in head first, and now we have a brand new streak from Gabriel Arellano. The half-game slump is over. Lancers have 2 runners on second and third, no outs, and the catcher, Cole Pillar, coming up. Chance to double the lead here. Lancers leading 2-0, bottom of the 5th. And Chesterton's going to go on and check up on Hadagi, but he will not be alone. Pitching coach Lonsdale out there as well. Walking very slowly to the mound. Nobody warming up for Chaffey at this point in time. Lancers will also huddle up. The umpire walking out is usually a sign to wrap up the meeting. And here we go. Coach Lonsdale obviously got the answer he wanted out of Hadagi, and he's going to let him stay in here. Scannell and Arellano return to third and second respectively. It'll be Pillar up with nobody out, followed by Martinez. And Chaffey will bring the entire infield in. All 4 on the grass. They're going to look to cut the run off at the plate before this game gets away from them. Left-handed catcher up at the plate. First pitch is taken for a ball, and the bullpen for Chaffey is starting to warm up. Looks to be number 24, Zuko Tillman, getting ready to warm up. Pilar awaits the second offering from Hadagi. And the pitch. In the dirt, great block by Chesterton. As it's 2-0. Hadagi looking a little rattled at this point. Outfielder shift, they're playing a little bit in. Plenty of options for Pilar to put the ball in a position where nobody's at. Contact brings in a run. And it is fouled off and out of play. 2-1 is the count. As Hadagi doing what he can to stay in this game. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung through up in the zone. Count even at 2 now. And Tillman is joined in the Chaffey bullpen. Can't really identify the other pitcher there at this point. But when we do, I will get that information over to you. Hadagi has worked this count even 2-2. Nobody out, 2 men on. Cole Pilar with an opportunity to blow the game open. Takes low for ball 3, full count. This is a great opportunity for the catcher here. Contact almost guarantees a run. And the payoff pitch. Fouled away. He was on that one, but it goes straight back. And we have ourselves a battle here. Who is going to come out on top? Joining Tillman is number... Nope, still can't make it out, but Hadagi is the pitcher right here, right now, trying to get himself out of a jam. Full count. And Pilar swings through it. Foul tip into the glove of Chesterton. And that is 1 down here. Although the runners remain. Second and third. Marco Martinez looking to do something here. Hadagi trying to prevent that from happening. Another base runner, and Hadagi's night is probably over. Pumps in a little off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-0, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Wind starts blowing in from right field. And that pitch is just off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. Marco Martinez, third baseman here, is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the first inning. Hadagi tries to battle. And that is another ball. This could be Hadagi's last hitter. Martinez runs this count 2-1, being very selective. Discipline is key, and the pitch. That one just nips the outside part of the plate. Count is now even, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 out, 2 men on. Hadagi trying to get himself out of this. And the pitch. That is outside. Another full count. 3-2. 1 down. Martinez has ran this thing full. Hadagi has to know this could be his last hitter. What does he have left in the bag of tricks to pull out here? Martinez is ready. Pokes it past the first baseman, Martin. That's going to bring in two. Scannell in to score, Arellano in to score. And Martinez holds up with a 2 RBI single. Great hitting on that one. Took what the pitcher gave him. And it's going to be Manzo, the left fielder, looking to extend the inning here. Chaffey's going to stick with Hadagi. 1 out. Lancers double their lead in 1 fell stroke. 4-0 is the lead. Bottom of the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. Manzo fakes the bunt. Ball 1. .59 sophomore has gone hitless today, but he has an opportunity to do something here. Thought about it, let it go by. Evens count 1-1. Chaffey still has 2 pitchers in the bullpen warming up. And the throwback gets him at first. Martinez got caught napping with the pickoff from Hadagi. Quick feet by Hadagi on that one to get up and over. Helps himself out. 2 outs. 1-1 is the count. And that one makes its way to the backstop. 2-1 is the count. Manzo plenty to think about. Hadagi's been all over the zone today. And the pitch. That is up. 3-1. After getting the runner at first, he may actually replace him if Manzo can work a walk out of this at bat. And he has. Another walk surrendered by Hadagi. Vic Zepeda will be the hitter. 1 on, 2 outs. Lancers lead 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th. And they're going to the pen. That's going to do it for Hadagi here after 4 2/3 innings. And he will be replaced by right-handed pitcher. Looks like Reese Gomez, number 18. Let me get some confirmation on that. Correction, that is number 32, Ryan Buckley, the 6'4" right-hander out of Chino Ayala High School. And on the season, Buckley, let's see here, what's he done so far this season? Not much from the mound perspective. We will try and fill you in as much as possible. Power right-hander. Looks the part. Looks to be fastball slider combination. Straight up and down. He's going to have to control that breaking ball. Looks to yank it a little bit. Few more warm-ups here, indicated by the umpire. Bounces another curveball. And this should be an interesting battle with Vic Zepeda, Ryan Buckley. One runner on, 4-run lead, 2 outs. It's not ideal, but a pretty good situation for Buckley to come into. And the pitch. First pitch in there for a strike. Zepeda patiently takes. Didn't look like he had much intention on swinging. Zepeda with an upright batting stance. Second pitch coming. And that one cuts in, and he pokes it to left field, and it gets through. Manzo makes his way to third, and that's going to be a double for Zepeda. Got the one he wanted and ripped it down the left field line. And same as it was before, Lancers have 2 on and are threatening again here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Shane Ogata is the hitter. Infield plays Ogata to pull. Wide open spaces on the right side of the infield if you can poke it to the right side. Pumps that ball in there low, but a strike. 0-1 the count. Buckley far more deliberate than Hadagi was. And here comes the pitch. Bounces that one, evens the count at 1. Here we go, light breeze coming in from right field. Ogata waits the pitch. Manzo at third, Zepeda at second. And here comes the pitch. Fouled off to the right side and out of play. That's going to be 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's Ryan Buckley on the hill for Chaffey, replacing Elias Hadagi. Right fielder Shane Ogata is still at the plate, looking to keep this at-bat going as well as the inning. And nubs it down to third, high bounce. Whithorn has it, throws it to first, and a nip. Ogata at first. That'll do it for the Lancers here in the bottom of the 5th. They double the lead, 4-0. As Gordon Ingebritson comes out for the 6th. Lance had an opportunity to add a couple more runs on the table, but with Martinez getting picked off at first and stranding 2 runners, Chaffey still has a shot in this one as they trail by 4. Bullpen still keeping the action going. Yeah, we got a pretty good crowd here for a Saturday afternoon. Plenty going on here at Robinson Memorial Field at Brookside Park in Pasadena, California. If you look over your shoulders from here, you can see the Rose Bowl. It's always a good sign, a good sight. Really good conditions. You have a nice swirling wind coming from right to left. Hitter-friendly conditions, pitcher-friendly conditions. You know, it's very fair, very nice. And leading it off for Chaffey, it's going to be the third baseman, Ryan Whithorn, out of Claremont. And Ingebrigtson's ready to get back to work. Here we go. First pitch for a strike. 6th time in a row, first pitch to the first hitter is a strike. Ingebritson likes to start from a position of strength. Ground ball to the shortstop. Sanchez has it, flips it over to Zepeda. Zepeda with a long reach gets the out. 6-3 put out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. Coming up top of the lineup again for the Panthers. We have shortstop Zach Lucky, the number 9 hitter out of Omaha, Nebraska. And the outfield and infield get adjusted here. Outfield plays them to go the opposite way. Infield plays them in. And pumped in first stretch for a strike. Ingebritson's feeling it. Lucky hitting 155 on the season, 2 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. Doesn't get on often, but when he does, he's dangerous. Curve, off speed, breaking ball in there for strike 2. 0-2, 1 out. Ingebritson successfully pulling the string on that last pitch. What's he going to do here to put him away? Does he waste one or does he go right after him? And he induces a high fly ball. Scanlon out, and Scanlon has it. Scannell, my apologies. And quick 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. And now it'll be J.C. Garza, the second baseman for Chaffey. Trying to extend the lead here. Outfield definitely playing him to go the opposite way. Infield plays him straight up. Ingebritson trying not to make that matter. First pitch inside for a ball. Garza, formerly of Upland High School, 5'9" freshman, 165 pounds. Looks at the second pitch, ball 2. Ingebritson tried to nibble on that one and missed. Garza hitting .380 on the season, 11 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. And that one is slid in there for strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Here in the top of the 6th. Arellano and Manzo shifted further towards the line. Large hole in right center. Strike 2 evens it up. 2-2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Lancers defense is shifting quite a bit, but Ingebritson's going to try and make that moot. Payoff pitch. And, outside corner apparently missed. Full count here, 3-2. With a payoff pitch going. The way he's positioned, you got to imagine it's going to be something on the outside. Inside part of the plate has to be open, as based on the defense, Garza would not guess that. Smack towards Sanchez. Easily picks it. Flings it over to Zepeda, who digs it out of the dirt. And well done to finish that off. 6-3. Well played by Zepeda on the hop. And we have 4-0. The Lancers remain in the lead, waiting on their portion of the 6th inning. Here at Robinson Field. Buckley comes back out for Chaffey. No other changes have been made so far. And it'll be Johnny Cedeno, the designated hitter, leading it off for the Lancers. And Buckley has one more warm-up toss coming. Looks to be a bit more loose and freer than he did in the previous inning. Finishing it off. And Cedeno confidently steps up to the plate. He'll be followed by Jake Sanchez, the shortstop. Let's see how Cedeno starts this 6th inning off for the Lancers. Buckley ready with the pitch. Here it comes. And grooves it in there for strike 1. Bullpen's quiet for Chaffey. Looks like it's Buckley's for the time being. And here comes Buckley's second pitch. dropped on a bunt by Cedeno, and it's just going to ride the edge of the grass. What a beauty on that one. Thank you to the groundskeepers. Johnny Cedeno with a beautiful bunt that just died halfway to third and sat. You thought he hit that with his putter the way that thing just stopped. And now Cedeno is on the base pass, and let's see how Buckley responds to that, as it is Jake Sanchez at the plate. Third baseman Whithorn is up. Sanchez looks to bunt. He pops it up. Chesterton drives, and he does not get there. Sanchez telegraphed it, just did not get the kind of pitch. It was going to be a good one to bunt. Let's see if they keep the bunt on here. Whithorn comes even further down the line. It's going to have to push it to first. As deep as J.C. Garza's playing at second, a Butcher Boy is possible here. Little push bunt, slap bunt down that direction. Whithorn is pushing down hard. And Sanchez drops a beauty. Buckley feels it, throws it over to first. And Cedeno is pushed over to second. Sanchez's efforts are appreciated by the bench and the crowd here as he's met getting to the dugout for a job well done. Small ball is always appreciated by those who appreciate small ball. And coming up with a chance to drive in a run is Andrew Scannell. Outfield pulls in. The lanky Scannell is here facing Buckley for the first time. Takes first ball for a strike. Easy breeze going across for field, right to left. Shouldn't affect too much if the ball's hitting the air. And Scannell waits. And it's poked to right, and it's going to get down. Johnny Cedeno will hold at third, and Scannell has himself a single. Well-placed opposite field hit. And here comes Gabriel Arellano, one of the state's top hitters, with an opportunity to drive in a run. First and third, one out, bottom of the sixth. No action in the Chaffey bullpen. This is Buckley's responsibility. And the pitch. First pitch, curveball for a ball. One ball, no strikes, one out. Arellano out of Monrovia. Waits for the second pitch. Ooh, fakes a bunt, pulls it back, takes the strike. 1-1. Pilar to follow. Garza playing deep and in. Wide open to the right side of the infield if he can poke it that way. Takes ball 2 high and away. 2-1 count, one down. Runners at first and third. Scannell at first, Cedeno at third. Arellano at the plate looking to do something. It's getting a little chilly out here in Pasadena. Throw to first. Scanlon was not very far off. Looks to be more of a composure than really keeping the runner close. And Buckley's ready to bring it to the plate. Arellano looks at an off-speed pitch for strike number 2. That's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Arellano working the count. Buckley trying to win. Trying to win the battle. Keep the war close. And bounces that one. Runs the count full, 3-2. Being patient is definitely something that is in Arellano's game with the on-base percentage of .444. But he's more of a hitter, hitting well over 400. And fights that one off as Scannell was on the move. Full count. Arellano battling. And Buckley looks to keep it close. 4-0 Lancers lead, bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. Payoff pitch coming. Here we go. Throw to first. Yeah, Scannell was no more than 2 feet off the base. Buckley's going to have to throw home eventually. And it's poked between third and sixth at 5.5 hole. Scannell tries to get to third, slides in hard, and he beats the throw. And Arellano has himself an RBI single as Scannell with aggressive base running goes from first to third on a single to left. And nothing has changed but the score. 5-0 Lancers lead, still have first and third with 1 out. And now it's the catcher Cole Pilar coming up. See if he can add another one to the scoreboard. It's for this stretch of the lineup, you would have thought that Chaffey would have kept Tillman warming up. But the lefty remains in the dugout. As Pilar contemplates what he could see. He's been advised that the changeup will break into him. And if he gets it, he can pull it down the line because, again, the right side is wide open for Chaffey. Buckley again with a throw to first. Arellano steps back. Makes it pretty easy. And Pilar takes the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th here. 5-0 is the score. Lancers lead the Panthers. And Arellano gets back in the box. Buckley gets the one he likes. And brings it home. Bounces that one. Good block by Chesterton, who's had to do quite a bit from the backstop. And we have 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Cole Pilar, left-hand hitting catcher, is the hitter. Chaffey giving him the entire right side of the infield and a lot of the outfield. Runs the count even 2-2. If Pilar can pull this ball, that's going to be 2 runs. But at this point, contact brings in a run as long as it's not a double play. Buckley doing the best he can to slow the game down. And now he's ready. There you go, to the right side, fielded by Martin. Over to the shortstop, and oh, they pull off the double play. Looked like the foot came off the base, but what can you do? That was a 4-6-4 double play. I got that wrong. That was 3-6-1 as the pitcher got over. Usually don't see that kind of movement. Good for Buckley. Nonetheless, it's 5-0 Lancers. And Ingebritson comes out for the 7th. All right, and Pilar comes back out. And we are just about ready to get this 7th inning started here. And leading it off for Chaffey, it looks like it's going to be Jacob Martin, first baseman. Wait, no. Scratch that. It's going to be Sergio Ramirez, the outfielder out of Glendora. Left fielder, 6 foot 190. And Ingebritson's ready. And as has become tradition, first pitch strike for Ingebritson. Here to the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Second pitch, breaking ball on the outside. Ball 1 on the count, 1-1. Oh, just missed. Ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Outfielders for the Lancers, they have not had much work to do today. Let's see if Ingebritson can bring it back. Goes way up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Try to put a little extra on that and missed. And Ramirez trying to see if he can coax himself a walk to lead off the 7th here. And he does just that. Ingebritson surrendering his only the 8th walk of the season. And the Lancers bullpen is quiet. Don't really have much reason to get anybody up at this point. And now Jacob Martin, first baseman out of Bloomington, steps to the plate. Extensive signs from the dugout, so we'll see if there's any action going on here. Ramirez looks to be fleet of foot. Oh, ball squirts away from Pilar. Throw is out into right field. Sanchez did all he could to try and smother it, but it gets away from him. And now Chaffey has a runner at third with nobody out. And Martin still the hitter. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. With a 5-run lead, the Lancers will play it straight up. Tough pitch on the inside, 1-1 as Martin looks to try and get Chaffey on the board. Ingebritson definitely will not go down without a fight here. As he comes sets, peeks at third, brings it. Poke to the right, to the left side, and it goes out of play. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitcher's count right here. The defense continues to adjust and shift. And here we go. Martin turns into that one, gets him on the calf. And now Chaffey is threatening with 2 runners on, nobody out here in the 7th. And Coach Pat McGee's going to go ahead and have a little chat with Ingebritson. The Lancers bullpen starts to store. The entire infield joins the coach. When the meeting is over, the hitter will be Andy Otterson. It's been a relatively easy day for Ingebritson's first sign of trouble. And it will be Frank Gonzalez loosening up for Pasadena. Right-hander out of Southgate. Ingebrigtson's going to make him, hope to make him a non-factor in this inning, as he's facing Otterson here at a Menifee. Slugs it to Arellano. Arellano picks it up, throws to second to keep that runner in. They'll sacrifice the run. RBI sac fly for Otterson. And the score is now 5-1. 5-1, 1 out, runner on first. And it'll be the catcher Chesterton coming to the plate. Ingebritson trying to work himself out of a jam here. First base coach informed to get back into the coaching box. And Chesterton's here, infield straight up, outfield playing straight away. Ingebritson with the pitch. Dribbled to Ingebritson, he's gonna go to second for one. Flings back over, and it throws it away. And the ball goes out of play, and Chesterton will be awarded second base on the throwing error by Scannell. Two outs, runner at second for Chaffey. And the hitter's going to be Cameron White. DH out of Chino. And pumps that in there for strike one.
Hey, so get the hitter, Andrew.
Ingebritson set. Oh, knocks it down. Ingebritson going to go to first. And that'll do it. Gets himself in and out of trouble. Limits the damage to 1 as Chaffey cuts the lead to 4. 5-1 Lancers lead going into their half of the 7th. Wouldn't be a game without a little bit of excitement as Buckley comes out for yet another inning for Chaffey. Throwing an inning and a third so far. Nobody else warming up for Chaffey. It looks like it's going to be his game till it's not. And the Lancer bullpen quiets back down. Gonzalez comes back to sit down. This inning will feature Martinez, Manzo, Lancer's bench has already gotten a pretty good scouting report on Buckley. It's pretty easy to pay attention. He hasn't thrown a slider for a strike. Hasn't shown much command, and if you get on, he's going to throw over to first quite often. Very deliberate. And Martinez is up to start this portion of the 7th. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Second pitch does not. 1-1 is the count. No outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th. Third baseman Marco Martinez is up to hit. 2 balls, 1 strike as he misses with the off speed. And again, Buckley does look the part. Real easy power, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, or no outs. Martinez is the first hitter of the 7th inning here. And here comes the pitch. There you go, very patient at bat here by Martinez. Runs it to full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looking to get on for the 2nd time today by way of a walk. And here comes the pitch. And it's poked out to right. Long run for the right fielder, who dives and misses it, knocks it into the foul area. And it's going to be an easy triple for Martinez. The third baseman gets around real quick and takes advantage. Actually, correction, since the ball did go out of play, they're going to call it a ground rule double. Martinez being sent back to second by the umpire. Now Coach McGee's pleading his case as to why Martinez should have been granted third. But with only 2 umpires, you can only see so much. Now the field umps checking with the home plate ump. It looks like the umpire's going to stick with their original call, keeping him at second. Manzo has an opportunity, but he's going to have to do it from a 2 base as opposed to a 1 base. Martinez at second, nobody out. Manzo the hitter. Corners are in. And you're, oh, haven't seen that in a while. Step, turn, and fake. Edward Manzo out of Pete Knight High School. With an RBI opportunity here in the 7th. That ball is high as he intimated that he was going to drop down a bunt, which should bring in the corners even further. Although Whitthorne, the third baseman, looks to be the more agile of the 2 corners, so you want to probably go to first. And now definitely showing bunt. Drops it down the third base line. Is going to stay in, and it rolls foul. Caught the cut of the grass and rolled on out. Now 1-1 count here. Checks down the third base line to see if the play is still on. Execution is key when given the bunt sign. Buckley ready. Buckley with the pitch. Manzo takes strike 2. Count is 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Martinez at second. Manzo at the plate. Buckley looking to put away Manzo. Buckley comes set. And the offering. Swung on and missed. Manzo goes down on strikes for the first out of the 7th here. Vic Zepeda, first baseman, looks to pick him up. Martinez still at second. Zepeda waits for Buckley to come set. The deliberate righty comes set finally. Looking to bring it home. That is poked out to right center. And yep, maybe that's straightaway center. Center fielder easily comes up with it. Well struck. Chaffey had him positioned perfectly, though. And if with two down, if the Lancers are going to score another one, it's going to have to be off the bat of Shane Ogata here. 2 outs, runner on second. Buckley might get himself out of this. Fastball on the upper portion. Call for a strike. It's been rather quiet. Buckley's ready. Poke by Ogata to right. Oh, and it's a liner. Fielded perfectly by Chaffey's defensive alignment. Lancers missed an opportunity to add to the lead. It's still 5-1 here in the 8th as Ingebritson comes out for another one. Lancers missed an opportunity there, but the defense and the pitching has been sufficient enough to keep Chaffey at bay. But will they or won't they come to regret leaving that runner at second? We'll see as it comes down here. We're in the 8th here at Robinson Field at Brookside Park. And Gordon Ingebritson comes out to start the 8th inning of what has been a really good performance with maybe a hiccup in the 6th. Or was it the 7th? I think it was the 7th. And we'll be right back.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look! Now coming up is number 5, Ryan Whitthorne, the third baseman for Chaffey. Ingebritson looking even more intense than he has all day long. Looking to get this done. Brings that one up a little high. Try to put a little extra on it and missed. Ball 1. 1 down. Top of the 8th. 5-1 Lancers lead. And here we go. Fouled off to the back. 1-1. Ingebritson has been in control for 99% of this game. And it looks continued as soon as Whitthorne gets himself into the box. Ingebritson is ready. And here it comes. Foul straight back again. Strike two. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for Chaffey here in their portion of the 8th. As the Lancers maintain a lead of 5-1. Waiting on the on-deck circle is the shortstop, Zach Lucky. But currently, Whitthorne is down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Gonzalez is getting loose in the pen for the Lancers just in case. And that ball is going to be stroked foul to the right side. Ogata had him played straight away, really close to the line. So at this point, Chaffey has to be wondering what exactly they're going to get on each and every pitch. Ingebrigtson's been able to locate pretty much all 4 of his pitches at will. Just going to try and put them away right here, right now. And that is just the case. Breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. Strikeout for out number 2 of the 8th. And here comes Lucky. Defenses shifts and adjusts to the hitter coming up. Corner outfielders coming in. Martinez coming into third. We're at 2 outs in the top of the 8th. 5-1 Lancers lead. Ingebritson is ready. Pumps a fastball in there for strike 1. In total control at this point. Zach Lucky again out of Omaha, Nebraska. Creighton Prep, 5'11", 160. And the pitch. Strike 2. 0-2, looking to make quick work of Lucky. Always the question a pitcher has to answer, do you waste one or do you go right after him? Lucky's hitting 155, so I think that answers the question for you. Here it comes. And there it went. That should have been strike 3. That was a beauty of a pitch, but the umpire disagreed. We have 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a riddle as to what is coming next. Ingebritson set. And the pitch. Stroked over to Sanchez at short. He's going to have to hurry. And Zepeda makes the proper choice and coming up. And the no-hitter is over, as that infield single by Zach Lucky is the Chaffey Panthers' first hit of the game. Sanchez had to hurry. And the umpire eating that beautiful curveball on the 1-2 count really comes back to bite now. But now J.C. Garza tries to make it 2 for Chaffey here. You really don't appreciate the performance until you know exactly what's gone on. And for 8 2/3, Gordon Ingebritson had a no-hitter that was broken up recently on an infield single by a hitter hitting 155. J.C. Garza looks to double up on the hit output. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stroke down to Scannell. Flips it over to Sanchez for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is 8 complete. Lancers still lead 5-1, but this could have been a far more special game. And it hinged on 1 single pitch to this point. And that has to be the discussion being had by Coach McGee and the umpire. You don't get too many opportunities to go for the no-no. As a former pitcher, you really appreciate it when the umpire doesn't take it from you. But you move on and you move up. Lancers still lead 5-1. Bottom of the 8th coming. It'll be Johnny Cedeno leading it off, followed by Jake Sanchez and Andrew Scannell. Coach McGee asking his lineup for more. They need more runs. In the SCC North, no lead is safe. 4 runs may not be enough. You always want more runs. This victory would put them in sole position of 2nd place, just behind Mount San Antonio College. Arellano takes the first pitch for a strike. Cedeno out of Temple City pokes it to the right side. That's been open all day long. The Lancers finally get a ground ball through that hole on the right side. Johnny Cedeno is the runner on first now. Do they challenge Chesterton at some point? Or is Sanchez being sent to drop a bunt? One way or another, that runner's got to get moved over. Sanchez squares. And a throw to first. Cedeno takes his lead. Buckley comes set. Sanchez squares with horn charges. Pitches high. Sanchez pulls it back. And we got 2 balls, no strikes. Can Buckley handle the situation here? Chaffey bullpen is quiet. This is his game. Sanchez squares, Whithorn charges again, and is popped up. Chesterton tries to make the diving spectacular catch. Comes up just a bit short, but it's the first strike of the at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Make that 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez checks down the line, see if the play has changed. Sanchez hitting .211 on the season. Throw over to first. Cedeno gets back very easily. Again, Sanchez hitting .211 on the season. Squares around again. Whithorn charges. And that is bunted straight back. Pitch was above his eye line. Probably should have pulled it back. And now he's being met down the line by Coach McGee, getting a chat as to what is expected of him in this at-bat going forward. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first is Johnny Cedeno. And Sanchez way up in the box. Buckley ready. Sanchez squares. And he gets it down. Buckley fields over to field it, throws it to first, and Sanchez succeeds on a 2-strike count. But Coach McGee had enough confidence in Sanchez to get it down that he got it down. And his confidence was rewarded. Here we go. Scannell with an opportunity to drive in a run. Cedeno at second. The lanky Scannell up at plate. Buckley comes set. And the pitch. Thought about it, took the strike, first pitch strike inside. Chaffey infield checks their scouting report. Position themselves accordingly. Scannell waits for the second pitch of the at-bat. And that is low and in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. Runner at second. Lancers looking to add to their 4-run lead. Lancers 5, Panthers 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Buckley set. Buckley comes to the plate. Stroke by Scannell, and it eats Whitthorne up. Cedeno will hold at third. Well, that was smoked by Scannell. And here comes Arellano. First and third, 1 out. Opportunity to get an RBI up on the board. Bottom 8. Throw to first. Not surprising. Appears Buckley's first instinct is to go to first anytime someone gets there. Arellano awaits the first pitch of this at bat. Buckley has the one he likes, comes set, and brings it home. Arellano thought about it. Pitch granted on the outside corner. 0-1. Make that 1-0. Throw to first. Obviously, Buckley saw the old Tom Candiotti instructional with the balk move to first. Buckle your knee, whip it around. And he goes over to first again. Scannell is no more than 1 foot away from the base, but he's drawing throws to first somehow. Arellano awaits a pitch. Buckley gets the one he likes. Brings it home. Swung on by Arellano. The pitch was low. Went out of the zone. 0-2 count. There you go, Buckley in control of this at bat. Trying to put Arellano away. And Arellano back up the middle. Gonna have to hurry. And gets the double play to end the inning and the threat. Lancers strand 2, 5-1 going into the 9th. And Ingebritson comes out for the 9th. The young man has only surrendered 1 hit on the day, 1 run. Well, it's been a tremendous performance so far to this point. Steer reel, easy reel fluid. Consistent, repeatable delivery. And has really stuck to the old adage of live low, live long. All right, it's done warming up. We're about to get this 9th inning done as the Lancers look to close the door on Chaffey in this one. Coming to the plate is Eddie Peachman, first baseman, 6'5", 210 out of Mundelein, Illinois by way of Carmel Catholic High School. Big man leads Chaffey with 3 home runs on the season. And the current standings here are 5 and 4, trailing the 7 and 2. And just to give you a little insight on the line of just how well Ingebritson's pitching today. He's got 13 ground ball outs, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and has only given up 1 hit. Peachman to second. Scannell comes up with it, whips it over to Zepeda. And that is just as easy as most of this day has been. Just to give you some perspective, 13 ground ball outs is a great percentage and just proof point that he's keeping the ball low, easy contact, and a 7 strikeouts to 1 walk shows real control of the strike zone. Coming up now, we have Jacob Martin, first baseman. The lefty has not really figured out Ingebritson all day. And Ingebritson comes up with a first pitch ball. Oh, that is just beautiful. Whips in a breaking ball on from out in, drops it in on the inner half. Ingebritson's putting on a bit of a clinic here. It's really, really enjoyable to watch a pitcher do it with so much ease. 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 9th. Ingebritson looking to finish it off himself. Martin awaits. Here it comes. Pops out of Pilar's glove there. 3-1 is the count. And the Lancers bullpen is quiet. No one's up. Gonzalez was up earlier, but is not at this point in time. Oh, just missed up and away. Second walk on the afternoon. It looks like Ingebrigtsen's going to get a little bit of a leash here as the Lancers have a 4-run lead. Coming up for the Panthers is number 8, Andy Otterson. Of all the Chaffey hitters, he's the one that seems to have had at least the best look at Ingebritson. But expect each to battle. Martin takes a lead of about 5 to 6 feet. Ingebritson not too concerned. First pitch strike as evidenced by that. 1 strike, no balls, 1 out here, 1 on. Ingebritson looking to do the entire run. So far pitched 8 1/3, a 1-hit, 1-run ball. Another beauty of an off-speed pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. What's the call going to be here? Ingebritson looking as strong as he did in the first. Comes set. And the pitch. Drops further down. It goes to Sanchez. This could do it. Over to 1 and 2. 6-4-3 double play. Finishes it for the complete game performance from Gordon Ingebritson. Make that 14 ground ball outs. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batsman. And again, 1 hit, 1 run. Masterful performance, and that will bring the Lancers up to 2nd place all by themselves at a record of 6-4, trailing only Mount San Antonio, who has a record of 7-2 on the season so far. All right, we'd like to thank everybody for watching here. It must bid you all adieu because we're out of time, so have a good one. We'll catch you next time on Lancer Sports here on YouTube.